We got the TEQ KEFLA EZA. This is basically the best team to use, the fastest way to do it. This is the team I'm rocking with right now. Honestly, if you just use reps, you'll be good. Sorry about that real quick, but it's fine. Yeah. So here are my options. I would recommend running him as lead, or if you want, you can run STR Evolution Blue as lead for the full 220. If you're gonna bring him here instead of Int, it's really up to you. Int is still pretty good in here. STR is very good in here. You can bring STR UI. These two, you can bring this guy. He still does decent damage. This dude right here can do some work. The Tech 17 can do some work. The Tech 18 can do some work. You don't really have a ton of options, but a lot of these characters have been on a ton of banners, so you really can choose. You can even bring this unit. The problem is with this unit is he's AGL, and there is damage reduction against AGL, but bringing AGL UI like I did is fine because he does a lot of damage, and he has guaranteed crits, and he supers like 3 times most of the time, so he's actually fine. But again, there's a lot of different options. Running reps is the best option. If you don't want to run reps or you want to run like, I don't know. By the way, this is the best character for this, by the way. This Goku Frieza is easily the best character for this event. Just because they just do so much damage so fast with guaranteed crits with all super class team. It really is just the best option for clearing this with speed. So you see the whole bunch of options, and then I bring a STR Vegeta Blue Evolution friend, just because it is he's 220 and he's quite good. So I think it is definitely worth it in my opinion, my humble opinion. My main attackers again, the Goku Frieza is easily the best character for this. He does the most damage in the fastest amount of time. And then after that, Team Universe 7. Team Universe 7 is also another really good option to bring in here. Again, just does a lot of damage pretty fast, crits, and supports the team. So there's a lot going on with that. That's good stuff. Again, it's just options here. You can run a few different characters, but I think this is probably the fastest team. Is it the best team? I mean, kinda, but kinda not at the same time. Because again, it really is just about speed. You're not gonna lose with this team. So if you're worried about that, if you run my exact team, if you can, you're not gonna lose, which is a plus. Because I mean, if you lose, you have to restart, and then it's all nonsense, right? But again, this is a very good team. As you see, 1 minute. Usually at this point in these EZAs, you can't do them in like a minute. They usually take longer than a minute. So getting this done getting each run done in 1 minute is pretty good. It also means that these take forever. Now, if I have something like this, it honestly doesn't really matter. You can be picky and whatnot if you want, but it seriously doesn't matter. I have just been autoing this, letting them choose the orbs, and if it's really necessary, I'll hop in and choose some orbs myself. But most of the time, I don't feel it is necessary. It just, sorry, my mic was far away for a second. They do what they need to do, man. They do what they need to do. And again, very nice on their part. Also, if you enjoy this video, please leave a like, drop a sub to the channel if you're new. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate you clicking on this video because we're trying to hit 1K. We're trying to hit 1K. And I hope I can do that within the year. That would be awesome. Obviously, if I can do it faster than that, even better. But again, just thanks for watching. I like to make these videos. I have fun with this stuff. So anytime you support, I really appreciate it. Again, it makes me feel happy, makes me smile. And yeah, thanks again for watching. But yeah, it is quite easy. This is quite easy. Nobody should have any trouble with this. It is just a simple little EZA thing. Again, these don't ever take a ton of time and effort. They're all pretty simple and can be done quite easily. Okay, so if I do that, we move on, and again, we've had no trouble with this so far. I have not on any of these stages, even no matter how unlucky my starting rotation is, I have never had any issues. As you can see, I'm pretty much just autoing it. Now, if you are worried, you can run like this guy in slot 1, and then since he gets so much dodge, you just do that, and then just auto. He'll get all the orbs necessary. They'll get enough orbs necessary, and it's just nice. And again, this is the best teams to use for the EZA, and it really isn't much harder than that. I think if you're watching this, you just want to do it fast. AGLUI isn't the best option, as you can see there, but he is like for attack, but he is there just for defense as well. I mean, he is gonna crit, so he does some damage. So it's not the end of the world with him, honestly. Guaranteed dodge turns are inherently faster than watching the animations, especially if you get supered. And again, it's all about speed. It's all about speed. You're not watching this because you're struggling with losing, unless you're using a completely wrong team. Which again, the thing, if we go in here, it is reps, and they're weak to a lot of stuff, but not super tech, super int, super STR, super physical, or extreme int. And you can, again, for some reason, super AGL is one of the types that their damage reduction is up against. Why? I'm not entirely sure. I feel like they could have just left that, to be honest. Anytime, anytime we have Frieza on rotation, I always put him slot 1. If there's a Vegeta, you put him with the Vegeta. He has more links than UI Goku. And again, it's just smooth. A smooth little 30 stage EZA. This isn't the worst one. It's not the best one either. But it's not. I don't have any issue with this personally. It's 30 stage EZAs, man. They could be better. They should just make them 10 stages like the LR ones, but for some reason they just choose not to, and I really don't understand. Now, however, looking at Kefla's build, I'm actually not sure what you would want to give her hidden potential-wise. You can really use additional for sure, but they have so many additionals, you don't need a ton of additional for them to work pretty good, because they're going to be getting, again, they have 2 attacks built in if you're using a correct team. And then you have the guaranteed first one, obviously, from just getting the orbs. So if you just do all of it correctly, it should be a non-issue. Just kind of make sure you get the rainbow orbs with them. And then, again, I would actually be surprised if they didn't one-turn this. I would think they will, because in 17 is just a huge damage dealer. Let's see. Let's see how they do. Oh yeah, the build. Additional you can't go wrong with. If I'm looking back at the kit, I don't think they have any crit built in anywhere. So if you want to go a little crit, yeah, no crit in base Kale and Caulifla, who you're going to use most of the time just because they're stackers. And then Kefla doesn't have any crit or super effective. So yeah, honestly, going crit would not even be bad. I would mainly go additional dodge just for utility purposes. But if you wanted to make like the most effective build, going additional crit maybe is probably the best. They do have a lot of dodge built in, so again, if you want to go for like the most effective or most fun build, I would say go additional crit. Otherwise, the most survivable build, like if you're looking for survivability, would 100% be going additional dodge. Getting those stacks is going to probably be the most important thing for that character. And I actually only have them 55%, so I'm actually kind of cooked skill orb wise, because I can't give them a gold skill orb, unfortunately. I wish I could, but you know. I've never pulled any dupes of TEQ KEFLA and Caulifla. I don't know why. Some characters you just don't get lucky with, and this is one of those characters Another one is Android 13, Physical Raditz. Like all these characters I just don't pull copies of, and I don't know why they treat me so poorly in that instance, man. Like, look at this. Like Raditz is 55%. AGL Trunks I don't pull many. Kale I don't really pull any. This Trunks I don't pull much. It's 55%. Again, I remember I said Super 13. I think Bardock has a dupe though, so that's where it ends. But overall, what would I give them? If you have them 55% like me, I think I think this is it's really simple. You just go over here, you go into the combo tech, and then you just give them combo tech. I have, yeah, I can put some like special ones on them. I'm just going to give them the most amount of additional as possible that I'm willing to give. Like joint forces, honestly, since it's joint force, I'm gonna just throw that on there. I'm not gonna take that off ever. We're just gonna leave it at that. So again, if you enjoyed this video or it helped you out, thanks for watching. Please drop a sub to the channel, Road to 1K. Thanks for watching. I'm out.